Okay, so filming in my bedroom, just to let you know. And this is the original loom that I started out with when I was a kid, that my mom had made for me. Looks just like hers, and this is a scarf. It's not long enough yet because it only goes to right about here. And I like my scarf super long and dramatic. So this is the Hot Peak scarf. I would like to start off by saying I got this hook from Hobby Lobby for 99 cents. Came with a pack of 2. I like this hook a lot more because it has more of a silicone grip on it. And it doesn't end up hurting your hand. So the one that came with the blanket loom I bought off of Amazon was plastic, and it ended up like hurting my finger because it just rubbed it the wrong way. It's plastic. It doesn't feel good against your skin. So I got this one, and it's nice and silicone-y. So that is the one I would recommend. It's what you're comfortable with. It's completely and utterly up to you on what you want. So we're gonna get started. Unless you're gonna make this yourself, you can purchase plastic ones that they made nowadays. This is just a shorter one. Never used it. And as you can tell, it doesn't have nails, and it has a gap in right here. This is where your hook will go in to make grabbing the yarn a lot easier and flipping it over. So this one's old school. So you start by getting in a comfortable position. Since I've never filmed a video for this before, I really know a comfortable position. So, and I'm not left-handed, so let's go back this way. Not left-handed at all. That's all my sister. So you take it and you loop it around just like this. Okay? You have to make sure that you keep the tension correct through the entire scarf, because if you have it too tight, it will be a really tight scarf. If you have it too loose, it will be a very loose scarf. My recommendation for when you're first learning how to do this, keep your finger on each nail on the side. You literally just loop around, because guess what? If you don't keep your finger on it, it undoes itself. Key ingredient, keep finger there. Otherwise you'll be starting over a lot, and that's okay. That is okay. It took me a really long time and a lot of patience to do this. So like I said, loop around the nail, go this way, loop around, go to this nail, loop around, go to that nail, loop around. And if you miss a nail, unfortunately, I've been there, done that, you will be able to tell in your scarf. But it's okay. We all make mistakes the first time. So you just loop it around just like that. Slide your hand down, make sure you keep it from going all the way off of your loom. Okay, just like that. I haven't done the scarf one in quite some time because I've been making hats. So when you get to your last one, just like that, I wrap it around here so that way it can't come undone. Ha ha ha. Smarter than you, yarn. Take your hook. You go to the bottom here. Okay. And you go through the loop that's on the second one, and you pull over. Okay. Switch to the other side. Just like this. I don't normally use this needle for the wood one. I use an actual hook that comes straight up and has just a tiny little hook on there, and I tape, there's a closure on it, and I tape that shut because this hook doesn't really work well since it's nails. And you really honestly need the pegboard that lets you loom through. So you grab the bottom one. Yeah, this hook isn't very good for the nail one, but no one's honestly gonna make their own nail one nowadays, so. But if you get the hook, see, I just did that. And you can do all of one side like I used to do. And you just pull over. Go to the next one. Pull over. Go to the next one. Pull over. Next one. Pull over. So, then, once you get through all of these, I guess it'd be a lot easier if I had the other hook, but I haven't worked on this in quite some time. So you just go right up against the nail so that way you don't mess up the loop. Pull over, and this is also a great thing to do with kids. It teaches them patience. They will get frustrated, but it's something to learn. It's nice because I'm making a baby blanket for my child, and I can say I made that baby blanket, and I made scarves for a lot of my friends and family. So it's actually really nice to just sit down and take the effort to make a gift instead of buying it. I like crafting. So you just go through each and every one of these. But like I said, if you forget to loop around one, I promise you, you will be able to see it in the scarf. You pull over. Now, I have been in the predicament where I pulled off both strings. It's a very sad day, but it can be fixed. You have to make sure that you have patience. This teaches you a lot of that. And you have to differentiate. Wow, that word was slaughtered. No big deal. Public education. Between the loops, and you can re-put them back on there and redo it again. The bad part about this yarn is you can sometimes get half of it caught on the nail. So you have to make sure you're pulling all of it and then pull it away, because it will mess up a lot of stuff. It doesn't look good. So it being a nail, it does catch on the yarn. I don't think you have that problem with the plastic, but I just want to show you the old school one that I grew up using. Yeah, this hook does not like me for this. This is why I use a different hook. But like I said, you won't probably have a nail one. They don't make them. My neighbor actually made this one for me. Mom gave him her old one, and he took the measurements off of it, and he made me my own. So, and I've had it. So. Should have some really cool music playing in the background, but I don't. So, see how those are all pulled over? Then you just do this. Push it down. Push it down. So it feeds through here. Ta-da! And then when you're done, like, working out for the day, I just normally wrap it up. Like, it's no big deal. So that's that one. Bam. So, I will show you that it's very important to keep, with kids it's harder, but they will learn to keep the same tension on the string when doing this. So I'm going to use this one, even though I never used it before. We're going to do it. So you take your yarn. I'm going to show you what not to do. So this is okay if I mess it up. take your yarn and tie a knot around this peg on the side. If we can do that. I have fake nails on. It's not going well for me. There you go. Knot. Plain simple. So, take this, do the same thing. Just like this. Okay, this is the first loop. And you go around and around and around.
Babe.
What? Oh, you too. Beat him. Okay. So then once you get to the end, I just wrap around here to keep it from getting away on me, and then you have to go around and push all these down so that way you can wrap it again. Okay. And then wrap your second layer. I have a feeling our dogs are going to join us in 2.5. And wrap around the knob again. This hook will work a lot easier for that. So, I have pink and blue. If my camera would actually focus, that'd be great. Pull it up. See how I left some blue behind? Have to pull that down and get it. There. So there's no blue. And the purple. And you don't want to snag the color up top either. Now this type of pegboard, if I skip the ends, oh see, did it again with the purple. This type of pegboard, if I would have skipped this one and this one, it would feed through like a scarf. Now if I continue doing this one, it will feed all the way through and you will be able to stick your hand through the scarf. Or you can make like a little neck cover, I guess, in a sense, or face mask, because we need those now. So it's up to you on what you want to do. If you want to be able to stick your whole hand through a scarf or not, or you can have just a flat scarf like this one. Completely up to you. So this is where I want to, after I get around here, show you where doing it too tight is not okay. It does not work out very well. So and this one only has a few pegs on it, where the blanket one I have is 198 pegs. Boy, it's a lot of work, let me tell you. Baby blanket ain't no joke. But with this quarantine going on, I'll definitely have that thing done before summer. Just throwing that one out there. So, again, push it. And sooner or later, when you keep doing all this pushing and weaving and whatnot, it will feed through the bottom. Okay. Now here's where lovely. See, this is awesome because now that I have it loomed once, the yarn won't go anywhere. And my knot right here, once the blue starts going down into the bottom, this will come off. So, here's what I learned in this experience. Don't do this too tight. And I'm going to do it tight on purpose, just to show you how not good it is. You have to find a happy medium. You have to do either too tight, which you're going to be crying by the end of it because it's going to hurt your hand. If you do too loose, it's going to look sloppy. Very, very sloppy. So I'm doing this one really tight to show you that it's not fun. And also, it can make taking it off the peg take off your second string. So I'm taking the loose one that I did, pulling it over the tight one. I don't have to show you that one, but I mean we can, because this isn't the tight outcome yet. But I can show you in between there. So you see, let's see, where's the good one? You see this right here? That is too loose. That's what the scarf will look like, and that's not cute. Too loose. So, you have to find a happy medium. Took me a hot minute to find a happy medium. When I was a kid, I took over where my mom was. I was doing it too tight, and you could tell where I was doing it too tight, and then my sister would do some, and she was doing it too loose. So the scarf looked pretty jacked up. It wasn't good. But we're kids, so he's okay. Oh, hello, Thea. Oh, Thea. Oh. Hi. Okay, no. Okay. Well, don't move then, Faye. I'm gonna record on. I'm setting my phone on your booty. So. So this is my nice loose ones. Like I said, you gotta find a happy medium. Okay, now we're gonna get into the tight ones. And the tight ones honestly just hurt your hand. By the time you get done pushing them all down, you want to quit. So don't do it too tight. Like pushing them down right now is a task. It's not fun. And this should be enjoyable and relaxing and something to do with the family while you're stuck inside, or when you're tired of reading a book, you want to make a gift for people. It's completely up to you. So this is what it looks like, and you can obviously see how tight the pink string is on top compared to the other stuff. So it's going to be very tight. If my dog would stop moving, it would be great. Don't move. So we're going to, oh, look at that, I almost made a mistake right there. I forgot that one. We're going to flip that one over. Okay. There we go. Fixed it. Caught it before it became an issue. Woohoo! Issue. So this one I'm going to do really tight as well, just to show you how easy it is to make it difficult for yourself. Doing it really, really tight. There is no reason to have it this tight. If you want to do it this tight and have your hands stressed out, all the more power to you. I'm not one of those people. I will tell you though, I did my blanket slightly tighter because I didn't want any spaces. So I made sure not to make it too loose, but I made sure I wasn't hurting my hand. Pepsi person. So. Now this is really, really tight. This isn't going to be fun for any of you. Literally have to bite it. And also when you do it too tight, a lot of the string, the yarn, can catch. So you have to fight this, and it's so not worth it. It's not. It's really not. Like, why? Why would you do this to yourself? This isn't fun. So, you definitely don't want to do it too tight. It's not enjoyable anymore when you're fighting each loom. Thankfully I'm using different color yarn for this one, so you can actually see that if you leave yarn behind, you know it. So that's really nice. Maybe right on this one I left the pink behind. I can just struggle. I'm glad my fluffy yarn doesn't do this to me. I'd be so frustrated, I'd probably cry. Okay. So yes, don't do it too tight. This isn't fun. Not fun. Won't work. Here's the hat I made. My little baby hat. This one I should have did a little bit tighter because you could see through it, but it's just for looks. And I got yarn and a bunch of looms. I can try it again. So, here, big monster. 198 pegs. Yep. And this is definitely way fuzzier yarn. Feels amazing. It's literally baby yarn for a blanket. This loom has been really easy. The instructions I didn't like, but whatever. So for this one, here's an arrow right here. Little arrow right there. The end one, I put nail polish on. That's when I know I need to turn around. And this one is when I also need to turn around. I had to get the loom off of Amazon because none of the crafting stores had them when I was looking for one. So, got for $22 on Amazon. Showed up 2 days later. Didn't have to hunt down at any other stores because I got frustrated trying to find it at stores. Kind of like trying to find toilet paper now. So, Thea Blue. Can you move, Thea? Thea, can you move that way? She's very needy husky. There you go. She's like, why are you moving me? Stop it. You're fine. Yeah, you're fine. She's fine. So, even maybe hold my phone for me. Thank you. So, this is where it splits. This will be 60 inches wide. The length depends all on you and what you want for a blanket. This is about one ball of yarn, 1.5-ish. Maybe not even half. This is 6 balls of yarn in one. I went to Joann Fabric today and I bought 6 more because only one ball of yarn is about this much. So if you're going to do a blanket, buy a lot of the same yarn, or you can buy a bunch of different kinds of yarn and make it a blended blanket, whatever floats your boat. This is what I got so far. And the split happens right where your arrow is and my nail polishes. This has actually been pretty fun and gives me something to do while staying in bed while my husband plays his video games and doesn't pay attention to me.
I do pay attention to them.
So I keep constantly stop moving. I keep constantly putting my finger up here to make sure that it's still separated, so that way it stays separated, because like I don't want to mess it up. But yeah, you're not a very good pillow. Let's try this. There we go. No, don't chew on it. There you go. Okay. So constantly checking over my work because I don't want to mess it up. So the arrow's right here. The nail polish is right here. So, since the arrow is this way, I have to start this way. Same thing. Go around. Go around. Oop. Nope. Okay. Now I have been keeping this a little tighter. Not as tight as I did that other one. That was not fun. But tight enough to make sure this stays all nice and thick. See how you can't see through it like the hat? If it's too loose, you can see through it. I like the hat. And also the thinness of yarn. This is, on the yarn, it's a 3-bar, which is thickness. And I'm not even gonna lie, this yarn is a lot better than the yarn I bought for the baby hat. It should, for the price I paid for it. So, just go around. Loop. Now, a big cue and point on this, I will tell you. Just make sure you're doing it right. When you loom it around, you want to definitely make sure that you only get one wrap where your loom hook goes. Okay, right here. See that hole right there? That's where the loom hook goes. Okay, you want to make sure you have only one wrap on this side. That's how you know if you're messing it up or not, and you have to change directions. So, and what I mean by only one loop is you take this, go up front, loop around. Take this, go up front, loop around. See how right here, once I take it around the first time, take it around the second time, it's getting looped twice. You need to make sure that's in the back and you're going the right way. So that's perfect if you have the loop in the back. Take this, go around, this, go around, go around. See how the double loop goes in the back? First loop up front, double loop in the back. You're definitely going the right way. This, go around, go around. And again, you definitely want to hold the pegs on this one, because You have the same issue. 198 pegs instead of only 18. Go around, and around, and around. Get your side wheel. $198. Like I said, it definitely gives you something to do. I started working on this about 2 weeks ago. I don't work on it every day, just mostly Sundays or if I get off of work early. Or if I just want to do something with my hands that isn't getting me in trouble. So, do this. You just follow the around. Around and round and round we go. I'm not cool enough to speed this video up, so I do apologize. Pretty simple. Cram. You should have seen the mistakes I made when I first learned. I learned when I was about 10, so. The turns are really fun on this too. Like, I feel like you can barely get your hand in there to do this part. Because it's very sharp though. Round, round, and then back up. Just like so. Like I said, you'll definitely get entertained for a while. The kids will enjoy knowing how to do it. I prefer this over knitting because, like, say I'm tired of wrapping right here, I can just take my yarn and wrap around this a bunch of times and just leave it. And then when I come back, I put my finger where I left off, pull the yarn off of it, and then continue. Where knitting, you have to count, you have to keep track of how many things you did, and you can't just set it down and go. Just, not my thing. This is more responsible for me. 198 pegs, 60 centimeters, 60 inches long. I can make it whatever I want. I can add different yarn to it. I cannot add different yarn to it. I wanted the baby blanket to be all one color. The same color. No, I didn't want to run out of the color yarn and have to switch to something like this. You can do that though, if that was your plan. That was not my plan, so I got scared for a minute when I couldn't. I didn't want to drive all over town to each Walmart. This is really nice too because you can shove your hand through here and continue looming. So that's really nice. And your hand will hurt. 198 pegs is a lot. I also got, like, my thumb skin is worn down right here from doing this. Because 190 pegs is a lot. It's definitely more than I'm used to. But we're surviving. As you can tell, we're surviving.
We're watching the fire.
And then my husband's playing with the dog, messing up my video. This one does not. See, here's my last one, right here. Bloop. This one doesn't have a peg on it, like this one. So what I do is after I wrap this one, take my hook, you go to the one that you okay, go to the one that you just came from that you don't have a peg for, and you take this, and you go over it, and that, ta-da, will keep your string from going all the way back around 198 pegs, because that's not fun. And then again, let's see if I can be skilled. Let's see if it'll let me. Okay. So, pull up, over, up, over. And it's all about what you're comfortable with. If you need it tighter, then do it tighter. Like I said, your first one is not going to come out perfect. I promise you that. This one is bigger, so I have been pushing it down as I go in sections. So I do a section, about 5 or 6 pegs, maybe a little more if I get ahead of myself and I forget to push it down. I do a few of them and then push it down to where I'm working, so that way it gets pushed down, so that way I don't have to go back. It was a lot easier to go back on this and push because it's so tiny. This is a lot of work to go back and push it down 198 pegs when I can just do a few. And then push down. Did you put salt on those?
Nope.
Huh? Nope. High demand. Make sure you use the sea salt. So. Just like that. Don't freak out when one of the second loop comes off while pulling it over. I've been there, done that at least 5 times already on this blanket, so I just put the loop back on and breathe. That's all you can do. I mean, the baby's not gonna know any different, right? Right. Hey, you guys, knock it off. So, taking this off, I've never done. A hat's really easy because hat's really easy. Because when you buy all your looming stuff, get a little fancy needle with the ball in there, and you literally cut a piece of the yarn that you've been working with and you thread it through here, and you pull off everything off of the loom, and then you just pull tie a knot in it. Bam. This, I haven't gotten that far in my life, so should be interesting. But So that's pretty much basically it. Once you go around and how your loop ended right here, when in the beginning we went this way because that was the arrow. Since we ended here for my nail polishes, we have to go back the way we came, because if you don't go back the way you came, you're just gonna have one giant thing instead of the split right here. So I marked it with a permanent marker that came off, so I use nail polish. So far that's working for me. And that is it. What are you doing, Corgi? Hello? Lazy puppy. And hopefully that will get you through this lovely lockdown.